It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pen Game Elite Podcast, man. And today we're going to be talking about South African artist Tyla. As y'all know, she's one of the hottest artists in the game right now with her new song, Water. It's been running up the charts. You cannot open up social media. I don't care if it's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter even. Wherever you go, this song is bombarding out of the system. You go to any festival, gathering, brunch spot, it doesn't matter where you go, this song is everywhere, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just say, protect Tyla at all costs. And y'all know what I'm talking about, man. That guy from Canada, I heard he started following her recently. Keep her away from him, man. We saw him link up with Georgia Smith. I don't know what happened with her. He wanted to sign her at one point. I think he might have wanted to date her. I don't know. We ain't seen too much of her ever since then, right? He sampled Tim's, right? She got a hit out of it. She got another couple hits. She ain't really been bubbling the same way. It seems like the music industry kind of moved on, and now they putting Tyla at the forefront. Keep Drake away from her. Keep Future away from her, man. I'm just being honest. There's a post that's going viral on social media that's saying that Tyla was bought out of her South African contract by Sony Music. They paid $2 million to get her to go over to Epic Records and become an international artist, as we see it paid off. But there's some people out there that are wondering, okay, well, if Sony Music could do that for Tyla, how come nobody came to the rescue for Megan Thee Stallion? We're going to get into the Megan part a little bit later. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but I do want to go back to this post and go through everything they have to say. I'm also going to go to a website that spoke about this deal a couple years ago because this is not new information. However, there's a reason why she's blowing up the way she is. Music Base Africa. So this is an African blog site that's posting this up, or an African Facebook page that, you know, it's kind of like Pop Base out here in America, where they talk about what's going on with the artists in the continent. They say American record label Sony paid $2 million to buy South African singer Tyla out of her contract of her record label in South Africa. That is a lot of money, especially if we convert to the Nigerian naira, which amounts to over 2.2 billion naira. I guess that's the currency out there. There was a need to brand Tyla and put her on the big stage so they could easily work back this investment. Today, you see Tyla appearing on big stages and getting a Grammy Award nomination at just 21, and think grace took her there. Hard work and money are the only things that can take you this far in the music industry. Congratulations to Tyla and South Africa on her nomination. So she's now Grammy nominated. I'm quite sure she's going to walk away from the Grammys with at least one, probably two. I don't know all the categories she's in, but whatever she's in, she probably going to take it because she done took the world by storm. Now, in another post from this same blog, they go on to talk about all of the massive success and accolades for this song, Water. South African singer Tyla's Water has now surpassed 200 million streams on Spotify and YouTube combined in just 3 months. The official music video has clocked 40 million views in only 1 month. And the song amassed over 158 million streams on Spotify and 1 billion views via TikTok in just 3 months. Tyla achieved the highest Billboard Hot 100 chart debut ever by an African artist in history. The most listeners by a female African artist in Spotify history. Continues to dominate the charts and winning the hearts of many fans around the world. From being a normal girl in South Africa a few months ago, she has transformed into a global piano star. I don't know what they mean by that. I know the style of music is amapiano, but she ain't no piano artist. She don't play the piano, my G. And a nominee for the 2023 Grammy Awards in no time. Every South African and African must be very proud of the 21-year-old dream chaser. Congratulations. Shout out to Music Base Africa for their coverage of Miss Tyla. Now, getting down to the nuts and bolts of this entire situation, as I stated before, I'm going to show you guys articles from 2021 of her being bought out of that contract. This is not new information. It's just that she blew up a couple months ago. So now we're getting into the anthology of who Tyla is, what she's about, where she comes from, how did she get here, right? Now you're going to have fans that are digging deep to find out what's going on, whereas people from South Africa, they already knew who she was a while back. So here we have a news article from news24.com which was released on the 26th of May in 2021. Okay, like I said, they say after exploding onto the music scene with her debut song Getting Late. So this is the song that put her on the map 2 years ago, a song called Getting Late, right? It was a hit out in South Africa. It hit the continent, and some kind of way Sony got word of it. Of course, they've been looking for artists abroad for the last few years. Every year we get at least one or two big stars from Africa or from Nigeria, Lagos, wherever they're coming from. You know, the Afro beats, the Amapiano style, it's taking over the game. We just saw Ebro Darden earlier this year talking about how the labels are prioritizing international acts more so than hip hop. It's not a lie. Some people feel like hip hop is still the stronghold. It is the number one genre, but it's losing its grip just slightly. Again, after exploding onto the music scene with her debut song Getting Late, singer Tyla has now bagged an international deal with American label Epic Records. Sony Entertainment, Sony Music is the parent company of Epic, so I don't want you guys to get confused. The teen star, she was 19 at the time, the teen star whose video has racked up over 2 million views on YouTube since his debut in January, has signed to Epic Records through a venture with Johannesburg/New York-based Fax Records and co-managed by We Make Music and Africa Creative Agency. So she had like some independent companies that were representing her at the time. Looks like she's with a booking agency out in Africa. I don't know who We Make Music is. I guess they were her management team, right? Fax Records, I don't know who Fax Records is, but they were the ones that became the liaison between her and Sony Music. Commenting on the signing, Epic Records chairperson and CEO Sylvia Rohn said Tyla has all the qualities of a true career superstar. At the same time, there's never been an artist quite like her. She's become a star in Africa on her own terms, and now she's going to redefine the sound of pop music worldwide. We're so excited to welcome her to the Epic Records family. Tyla then commented, "This is a dream come true. I had no plan B. So this is something I invested my everything into, and I cannot be more satisfied. To be welcomed into the Epic family like this, it's such an honor. I'm so grateful for everyone who believes in me. My team at Fax and I worked so hard to get here, and I'm super excited to keep growing with them and take it to the top. Sylvia and Epic share our vision. We want to make great art and bring the world's attention back home to Africa. I cannot wait to share what we have with the world." And as you can see, 2 years later, she's now sharing one of the biggest debut songs of all time. We don't know for sure if Tyla actually got bought out of this contract. It might be a joint venture. They called it a venture between Fax Records or Fax Music, whatever it is, and Epic. Fax Music is not a major record label. They're just a company out there in South Africa, in Johannesburg. They put artists on. She's got management. She's got an agency. So she was what you would probably call a successful independent artist out there, right? Bubbling. She had a local hit, basically. And because they're based in both Johannesburg and New York is where you're going to get in contact with the major labels in America anyway, right? So they already had that pipeline. Sylvia Rohn's been in the industry for decades, you know what I'm saying? Going from Def Jam, I believe, to Atlantic to now Epic. Like, she's been in every situation. So this doesn't surprise me at all. Again, this could be more so a $2 million deal, not a $2 million buyout, because a buyout would signify that they spent $2 million to separate her from Fax Music, right? Basically saying, we're going to snatch up your artist. She's coming over here with us, and you guys are no longer involved in the deal. When I read that article from 2 years ago, it did not sound like that. As a matter of fact, I'm actually on the Wikipedia page of the song Water, right? Water is a song by South African singer Tyla, released through Fax and Epic Records on the 28th of July, 2023, as the lead single from her upcoming debut EP. So that actually debunks the theory that she's been bought out, because Fax is still involved. Now, I don't know exactly what their situation is as far as the paperwork. They might be here for a limited time, right? They may have some sort of sunset clause where if she tries to leave before the contract is up, they're going to continue to eat off of her. They're going to be associated with any music that she puts out for a certain period of time. That's very possible. Or she could still be actively signed to Fax Music, and they've decided to create a partnership, a joint venture partnership with Epic Records, right? And in order for them to actually make that move, they gave the company $2 million, which is going to probably be used in totality for, partially to pay her directly, partially for her marketing and promotion, and partially for this EP and album budget. In these situations in the music industry, the verbiage definitely is important, okay? Which is why I wanted to make this video, because I saw the whole thing going around with this buyout and I'm like, dang, why isn't this being talked about more? I saw a couple of foreign TikToks that spoke on it. I saw that page that talked about it, but it hasn't been really spoken about. And I want to go ahead and just say, I don't think she was bought out of anything. I think they actually were brokering a deal that included the original company that she was with. Now, is she going to keep the same management? I don't know. All of that will remain to be seen moving forward into 2024 to see if she sticks with the same folks or if she ends up breaking off. Coming down to this Megan Thee Stallion thing that I saw people talking about, why didn't Roc Nation or some other company come in and buy Megan Thee Stallion out of her deal with 1501? Number one, we don't know if Megan Thee Stallion wanted to be bought out of her deal, right? Megan Thee Stallion was making money. Roc Nation has money in the reserves. If they wanted to buy her out of that deal, I'm sure they could have. I'm sure they actually attempted to when they approached Carl Crawford the first time, right? When they sent paperwork to say, hey, you got to let her go. I'm sure they had some funds set up that they were willing to give him, or a certain percentage they were willing to give him. He declined. He was not ready to play ball. He was not ready to let go of his top earner, and to this day, his only earner. Not to mention the fact, like I said before, in a buyout situation, you may give the person the money, but that doesn't mean that they relinquish all rights immediately. They may stay on board for another 2 years to say, hey, you're taking my artist. I had a vested interest in this person. I spent money on this person. I did XYZ for them. You're going to continue to pay me off of them for this time period. So there's also that. Not to mention, Carl Crawford clearly didn't want to let her off the label because he wouldn't even count the music she was releasing as going towards her release commitment. So that just goes to show you how contentious that environment was. That's a totally different situation than what we're seeing with Tyla today. I'm not trying to say I'm a music industry expert. I work in the business. I've definitely seen more than the average person. I know a lot more than the average person because I'm well studied in this field. But I just want to add additional context for anyone having these conversations. Y'all be flying off the cuff, just saying stuff. Y'all hear somebody like myself say a word on YouTube or Twitter, TikTok videos and stuff like that. They try to make it seem like they know so much about the game. A lot of these people be feeding y'all false narratives, false information, and false terminology. So just be very careful about who you're getting your information from. All that being said, I just want to wish Tyla all the continued success that's in her future, right? We want to hear more music. We want to hear that EP. We want to see you go home with those Grammys. So much love and respect to them. Hey, if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. Be sure to like and share this video. Comment down below with your thoughts. Comment. We need all the engagement we could possibly get. Much love and respect to everybody that helped me get to 6,000 subscribers. That is a big deal for me, man. Y'all don't understand. I've been putting a lot of work in on this channel to get here. So continue to spread the word. Continue to let people know about the content, man. Continue to engage. I so greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys on the next one. Much love and respect. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.